Evening all, and welcome back to Timberborn, here with our Iron Teeth Beavers. Where our river? Ready. The river is ready. The river is all blown out, all ready to go. But I made a mistake with it. I blew away some rock up here. And I wanted to leave that there, because I want this to be too deep, because over here we have a double floodgate. We have a 2D floodgate. So I should have left it too deep here. Now I thought, oh, that's easy, I can run levees across here. Then if I put the water wheels in the bottom, they can't get the power out. And there's no building that can transfer power and blocks water. Because I was tempted to go with lumber mills, being like, oh, put a lumber mill there, bomb there. But I don't think that blocks water. I think that will let water flow through. I have to test it because I'm not entirely sure. But I need to test it. And I do need to put a double floodgate like here, on this drop here. Because otherwise, no water is going to be able to flow that way if I raise it. And I would like to store some water here, because if we don't store water here, the trees will die. And the blueberries will die. And it will generally be a bad time for everyone. So, if I put levees in here, I've got to raise the water mills up by 1. And I kind of want to put them in the water. It doesn't matter, so long as the water's flowing, it doesn't matter how high or low they are. So maybe just raising them up would be the obvious way. But firstly, I want to build a lumberyard. I'm just going with lumber mill because it's one of the cheapest buildings to build, and it can transfer power, and it's quite long. So I could just put there and go along. Unfortunately, it doesn't. You can't build on top of it, so I'd have to figure out a way to get the path along if I wanted to get the path along. I really wish levees would let power transfer through them, but they don't. My other option is housing. We could put a barracks in here, but again, barracks will let the power transfer through, so that would be fine. But I don't think they block water. There is an easy way we can find out. That's going to start flowing soon. So the easy way to find out, is to come down here and put a building in here. Like, how much is a barracks? A barracks is 40, that's 35. That's 20. That's only 2 deep. That's 3 deep. It's probably actually cheaper doing it that way. If I built one there, what to build? Let's build one down there. Too far away from the construction. That's fine. Let's build that there. This may seem very strange, but let's build that there. That's fine. It will be close to the construction site because I can do that, and that should allow you to get there. No. Why not? Why are you not going down there? Oh, that's not going to work. That's not going to work because that can't actually connect to the top because the suspension bridge, that you can't walk down that way. So that's a mistake. Turn the wall off for a moment. Boom. I also want to probably blow this up and make it deeper at some point. So, okay, so I shouldn't have built them. That was a mistake. They didn't do anything. They were wrong. They were wrong. Bump and bump. There we go. Right, and then we'll run a path along to there, and that should allow that to connect. Okay. Also, Greg Volkerding, thank you very much for your comments on you're observing a lot more than I am of what's going on. Also, I've turned on the forester, and these are all maple trees now. That was done just now. You mentioned that the second grits mill isn't doing anything because the power was only powering the first one. It actually does split the power evenly. Here it says 50 out of 60, and that one's got 50 out of 60. And it does say it's got 83% efficiency. They're both the same efficiency, so I know what you were talking about was a few episodes ago, so perhaps only one was running. I don't know. But now we have more wheat. Both of them definitely have been running. So that's okay. And also, it was you that mentioned about the berries previously, and I said about in the last episode. Whereas these buildings here and this one here were eating berries, because they were working down here, and then they were coming up, and the closest place to get food was the berries, rather than these farms here. Well, you see, I'm not so sure on that, because we had a storehouse here before, a small storehouse with carrot in. And it was this side, so all of the people down here would have come to the carrots first, rather than the berries. So I can only assume that we run out of carrots at some point, and then everyone started eating berries. Or maybe it was just that this one little patch wasn't enough for running all the places that we had. Maybe it just used them all up. I don't know. I didn't really notice. I fixed the problem after I saw it, but I didn't notice it happening, so I couldn't tell. But as I explained in the last episode, my experience of it has been that they always they will walk a further distance to get food. They don't just go to the closest place for food. They will actively hunt out the better food. Because if they only did it from the closest places, the people that work over here would only ever get grilled potato. That's all they'd ever get. This I made a storage here which was going to be for grilled potatoes, and I've just left it on for everything, haven't I? Yes, I have. Oops, that was just going to be for grilled potatoes, that one. We don't want all that, so allowed none. We just want grilled potatoes in there, so yeah. Yeah, all these people here would just be getting grilled potatoes from here, but they're not. They're still going and getting the other ones. You live in large row. You live right over here. So that guy who works in that forester lives all the way over here. And he's getting all the different foods. So I know he's got to walk across there, but yeah. So it's that's weird. I also thought they actually took up residence in a building closer to their houses. I guess they don't. I thought they moved. I genuinely thought they moved closer looking to where they work to, but I guess they don't. Interesting. Because that makes no sense why you would commute all the way over to there and then back again when there is free housing here. Housing available here is closer to your workplace. But I don't know why you're doing that. I guess they don't move. I guess I got that wrong, which is possible. I get a lot of things wrong. But let's unpause the game. Let's let it go through the night, and then we will watch our water flow. And then if this does block water here, then that will be awesome. If it doesn't, we're in trouble. So I'm going to open these floodgates and let all the water out. Zoom. Just get rid of all that water that can go. Shoo, shoo, shoo. Okay. The water's actually dropping down quite a lot further than I expected. Oh yeah, because that's actually a row lower than it could be. So yeah, that will. So that's good. That's good because we want to. But okay, so you're not connected. You are flooded. Okay, that's to be expected. That's fine. I'm pretty sure these type of buildings just let water flow through them. They don't do anything. I just want to test this. I'm pretty sure that's the case here. See, the water's about the same on both sides, but we will find out. If this side starts filling up and this side does not, then we will know that it does block water, and we can technically use them to block off our river, which is cool. Here's a river. The river's going to be slower now because obviously it's spreading both sides rather than one side, so that's fine. But if I shut these up to halfway, which is what we used to have them at, or 1.5, it's only going to ever flow this way and never flow the other way. So I need to definitely put in 2 blocks here. So I need some way to block this off. It's probably going to end up levees across here, and then we'll just put power wheels in above. We'll put in some floor stuff and power wheel above it. So there's not a great deal I can do about that. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is going to go. Let's open this up. A little tiny bit of water flow through. Yeah, see that? I can see that. I can see the water flowing. See the water flowing through? It just flying straight through that building. So they are not solid. Even though they are solid on top, they're not solid to stop water. Not compact enough. There's the water flowing in. We'll fill up back above those. Not good enough. We're actually emptying this canal at the moment. Yeah, this is now obviously producing half the amount of water it once was. So we will fill up our dam much slower, our reservoir much slower now. Because that water is flowing, and yeah, it's flowing straight through that building. So no, they don't block. They don't block buildings. Right, okay. So that answers that question. I just want to say, interestingly enough though, when I put that there, it did have some effect. So right, so if we up this to 1.5, which is what it was on, that is open at 0.5, yep. And then we close this, it should potentially flood back here, which is what we want. We want to flood it back there just to find out if it works. So we need to build levees all along here. Didn't want to do that, if I'm honest with you. Didn't want to do that. Because levees all the way along here, like that. And then stairs at the end, going down. That's far enough, that's fine, that will only be up there. Means that with a path on top, that's fine. But I can't put a path on top because I need to run the power through. And you can't run them through this. That's why I wanted a block underneath that can transfer power with a path on top of it, so I can run power underneath. You can run power underneath, obviously, with platforms, but platforms also let water through. So what I want is a levee with cog, a power levee, a levee that blocks water and allows power through. Maybe it should perhaps use gears. You know, it should use the same sort of thing as these do. Mind you, these shafts don't use gears. It's something like this. You should gears and planks and what else in that would be complicated enough. But now I go on the power above, which means this path on top is going to be wrecked anyway. So there's no real point in actually having the path there at all. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Yeah, there is actually no point in having the path across there. We're building at the moment, we're building, but that's fine. We'll have to have the path go along and down here somewhere so the power wheels can come in and connect the stuff and do whatever they're doing. That'll be fine. We want a bridge across here as well to make it look pretty, because I like bridges. So a bridge there, and then a bridge will go there, like that. Not that the bridge can get out the other side at all, but I kind of want to do that. Actually, do you know what we'll do? We'll run the bridge further back by one. We'll put the bridge there, and there, and then we'll put the actual adjustable floodgates. We want double floodgates. Oh, okay, that was the edge. We'll put them back there. There we go. They can't actually build them. They can't get into building any of those two. That's fine. That's fine. They'll be able to build one on the end, but they can't build any more. That's okay. Right now we're just building stuff. Just build the things, and we'll be okay. We need a way down into this as well. I don't know if beavers can walk through those watercourses. I don't know if that's a thing. Probably not. I can't build on top of them. No, I can't build on top of them. Okay, that's a little more awkward than I would have liked. How do we get down in there then? I've got to build a double platform, then a single platform, and just do that like so. Run a path along the well, we can't run a path along the bottom because there will be levees there, but we need not levees there. There will be power walls there, but we need to get in there right now to build these. So yeah, okay, well, that's enough levees along the end. We'll put them there. Right. Yeah, just in case something goes wrong with the other boat. That's fine. Okay. So that's all good. Right. This is doing well. It's not really overflowing right now. Kind of not even getting there, to be honest with you. Where is the water going? It's going up here. Water's going up here, and then it's not flooding anywhere. Not flooding back here. Still flowing in. It's taken a long time because, yeah, the water's spread. The water is spread, so it's going to take a long time to refill our reservoir. But we definitely want to explodify our reservoir, make it larger. Let's block them. There. Okay. You don't have any wood right now, I don't think. You've got 87 logs. Yeah. No unemployed beavers in district. Yeah, figures. Figures. I thought that was going to happen. This is getting to the point where it's actually running out of beavers to work on. So we probably need to migrate some over. How many unemployed beavers we've got? Only 8. We've actually dropped in population a lot. So let's re-enable these 2 breeding pods. Let's kick... how many do we need? We need 3. You want to be set to wheat. Planting. 3, 4 beavers. Move 4 beavers over. Kind of migrate 4 beavers over. Get over here. Get in some job. We've only got 1 farmer in each building now, but we have some more people making bread. That's good. We've only got 1 person in the distribution post. Knock that down. We've got someone in the forester. That's good. This is no longer getting any water. Why is our canal dried up? That's why. Yeah, I really need to fix this. I really need to fix this and change this up so it can flow through better. Because our trees are dying. Yeah. It does look as if this has kind of reached equilibrium though. So we are going to eventually start filling this. And what should happen? It should start flooding over. It will flood over everywhere at once. It will flood over here. It will flood over the barriers. It will flood around here. It will flood our pumps all out. It will flood everywhere at once, which is absolutely fine. Absolutely fine with that. I need to blow out those 2 first down and then do those 4 and then blow out and more 4 and blow out, so on and so forth. Might have to do this one on the end on its own because they might not be able to reach it from there, but we'll see. We'll see. How do you do this? Construction is too far from builders. Oh yes. Oh yeah. So we do need to run a path along there. There you go. There you go. Is that better? Is that better? Yes. Yes, it's much better. Okay. Okay, we won't have a path on top of here because we will obviously have to run it over here and do something over here because this is where like engines and things are going to be. I might put 4 power wheels in here, maybe 6, maybe 8. Haven't really decided. So we have 1 there, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We can get 2, 3, 4, so that's 8 power wheels. We can get 8 water wheels in here running. I have to calculate that. What I want to do is I want to make sure with engines, the engines running here, we have enough power to permanently run the tribute to ingenuity. So we want 600, so that means we need 3 engines. And then we're going to have water wheels to top up the power, because we're going to run a carousel off it as well. That means during the dry season, the carousel and the tribute to ingenuity will be slower because it will share power between them. But I can always pause carousel to get the tribute of ingenuity running at full speed to spread the love, as it were, to spread the influence. We also need some more research to get to it. So, yeah. Aha, there we go. Right, so this all dried up. Okay, so you are now set to 0.5. So that means you want to be the same. Set that to 1.5. That will fill this area both ways. There we go. Causing all this area to become green, which is exactly what we want. And then we can plant more stuff and be more happy, and everything can be fantastic. So our blueberries died out and dried on the edge here, but our forester, we don't have a forest here, we'll replace them. But that's fine, because we will have forester. We're going to forest this side and a forester that side. And we're going to plant maple trees. I kind of want to count how many we're going to plant, because I know you require 72 maple trees to run an engine permanently. We're going to have 3 engines, because engines are 200 horsepower, we need 600. That means we need 72 times 3, which is 216 squares of trees in this area. 216 squares of trees. Now, it's not just square, so I can't just do simple blah, 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 blah. It doesn't work that way. I've got to actually, probably count the rows and then figure it out. I'll do it off camera. I'm not going to do it off camera. But, figure out how many tiles that is there. Somebody could probably figure it out. Nah. Shame there's no grid. Grid would be useful. Could tell me exactly how many was there. But it doesn't actually tell you how many you're putting down when you drag the mouse. It doesn't give you the amount. If it did, that'd be fantastic, because I'd do that and it'd be like, hey, there were that many. Well, that many. We also got a path running through there as well somewhere. Yeah. No, that's too deep. They're all too deep. Meh. That'll do. That'll do. And then this path will actually come out further. To there. With the thing down, going along there. Rather than coming down here. So yeah. That is waiting for resources. Fine. And then this won't be here, but it will be here for the minute, because we need to put in the water wheels. Although they can get to the other side of the water wheels as well. Might build another bridge here for that, so they just have building abilities. But it's going to become another district as well. We've got to do that. And supply some things over here, and obviously beavers for the engines. And yeah. So there we go. Okay, so this is working. This is flooding down here and just doing its whole waterfall thing. But that's fine. That's not a problem. I could blow a run along here to get it to come to this side. And just come out this side. That is kind of tempting, because if we blew the run up here, made it 2 deep along here, or whatever, 1 deep along here, whatever it was, that could also become the canal. The shaft, but I don't want it. I need it to be at the level. We'd have to blow some of this up here and put it at a lower level. Because if I actually just took out this area here and did a canal and then had it drop down one to come along there, it could possibly flood over here. You can counter that by putting levees in certain places and doing things to prevent it from flooding one direction and only flood another. But it's easier if we just blow out another hole, a segment here. And then run the canal 2 deep along here. That would work. That would work. We have a dry season coming. That's okay. That's okay. Right. Drop down trees. No drop down trees here. No. Drop down those trees. And also drop down these are trees. And also drop down these are trees. Okay. And then unpause these. P. There we go. Okay, and these are going to start growing to a halt because there's no workers. Oh. Oh. Should we get up to 30? Just got to wait for these to kick in. Obviously, it will take a while for them to balance because they're going to be adding 2, whilst 1.5 die probably, and then adding 2 1.5 dies, and then eventually we get up to the point where everyone's at the rage. Like these. These probably, I put all these in at once, so they peaked and we had a population increase, but it would have come down naturally, but I just turned 2 off to bring it down quicker. So, but the river, the new river is done. We just need to do other exciting things with it. Exciting, fantastic things. Things you wouldn't believe. Is that just getting rid of the path? Yes, it is just getting rid of the path. Cool. Okay, we'll get rid of the path. Not to there, to there. Yes. And then you can still get down in here. Building things, because we want to build some platforms. This all needs to be platformed up, doesn't it? The whole place needs to be platformed up. Now think about it. So let's get rid of that path, and let's platform the whole thing up, because it does need to be. It needs to be. I might leave a gap. I might leave a 1 gap and run it down there further. Boom, there you go. That's 10. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3. 1, 2, 3 would be right up against the edge of the water. Probably not what I want. I probably do want to go right up against the edge of these. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But we will see in the next episode, or 2 or 3. That's probably going to be a little while yet before we start the new town there. But this is interesting because this is blocked. So we're blocking the whole river off completely here. And it's not overflowing. It's not pouring enough water in to actually be overflowing. So separating the river means that not enough water is coming this side to keep it going. It could also be flowing. No, it's not overflowing this one either. So yeah, look, it's struggling to pour this way. I mean, we could just block those off and just cause a tidal wave back, which will flood some things, but will cause it to flood over this way, more into here. Buildings get flooded, things get flooded, it's terrible. We've got more water coming into here, and then we'll see the flooding over here, which is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see this flood. It could just be that the river isn't powerful enough to fill all this before it starts evaporating away, because it's a lot of surface area. I kind of want to see it fill up all the way to the brim. No, it's dropping. Why is it dropping? They're not flowing down here. You are completely blocked off. Why is the flow? We have a drought started. Coming this way. It's not going anywhere. It's not pouring off the map anywhere. Oh, it pulled down there. That's where it went. It went that way. But that was the outflow. Okay, so this little one here is the current outflow. So if I put that to half, that means you've got to get above half to let any water out. And there's no more water coming in because there's no more flow. So we'll have to wait for the drought to be finished. Starting other things, they're going to build all the platforms in here. That's going to be good. Everything's going to be awesome. We're going to build our power system. We're going to set our trees up. Everything's going to be fantastic. Okay, so we'll leave this here and we'll come back in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again next time. And until then, as always, have fun.